So I just want to open up for those people that are not familiar. It seems like in the West, we're very confused about time. On the one hand, they're saying the new year was 1st of January. On another hand, we say that it actually is changed over on the 25th of December with the solstice. And now we're dealing with the Taoist understanding that the new year begins in February. So can you give us some clarity on that and how we are to understand the Taoist perspective?
Very good. Thank you so much. And I want to say blessings to the audience. Very thankful that they put some time aside to share this evening with us, exchanging spiritual information. So, if we go to Google and search for New Year's Day, throughout the world, we will find that different cultures celebrate different dates as the New Year, but it's important to get it right. You see that. You take, for example, the present calendar where January 1st, is the first day of the new year. That is not based on any planetary or solar or astronomical or geomagnetic phenomena. It's just simply a geopolitical, principle that the Roman Empire established for itself, and it has remained that way for the Western world. Ancient Egypt, for example, had about 4 or 5 different calendars, and each calendar had to do with, different, one for agricultural purposes, another calendar, for administrative purposes, and there's a spiritual calendar, which, has to do with, the winter solstices, the 2 solstices, the winter and the summer solstices, and the 2 equinoxes, the autumnal and the spring equinox. And we have to get to understanding, the thoughts behind these calendars. For example, the Roman calendar, okay, which, today uses January 1st, in ancient times, they had other dates for the new year. But it's all political and industrial and economic and so forth. So when we speak about the new year beginning on December 25th, the end of the winter solstice, we're speaking about a spiritual calendar, a calendar that is that is generated by the psychical, and bioelectrical, energy of the earth, of the planet Earth. So, we have to dive a little deeper into the subject and just not accept, the popular information and so on. Because once you understand that the winter solstice, along with the summer solstice and the 2 equinoxes, have to do with the man's psyche. It tracks the ups and downs, the cyclical events happening in your psyche and your spirit. Then it is very, very important to understand and put this calendar to use in your life. And meaning that if I base, my spiritual work on the Western calendar started by the Romans, where January 1st is the first day of the year, has no reference to my spiritual and psychical, life. Even though, people are making resolutions on January 1st or December 31st, people are making resolutions, for a better life, to act better. But that calendar has no references, makes no references to the dynamic changes going on in the spirit and the psyche. So it is of little value. We find, for example, that, the Babylonians, followed them by the Romans, were the first people, as far as I know, that that instituted the practice of, resolutions at the new year. But at least the Babylonians would spend 2 weeks of meditation and rituals and ceremonies to to cultivate their psychical and mental, functions, okay, to truly bring about a change in behavior and so on. Compare that to the West, the present Western practice of just writing down on a piece of paper and burning it, or just intellectual statements. You know, if you want to make a major change in your life to improve your performance, your behavior, your wealth, your health, you're going to need much, much more than, the effort and the knowledge that people put into these so-called New Year's resolutions. And this is why I created this course. We are now in about our 45th year of this course. We brought it outdoors to the general public for the past, I would say, 7, 8 years. And we are going even further with it, taking advantage, of technology to bring it to the world. So we need to be very thankful for that ability to share on the highest level, this course.